These days, it's not terribly hard to set up a camera in your home, and Nest's recent acquisition of Dropcam last year shows that people are pretty interested in doing so. Well, what happens if you take that just one step further? You wind up with a Guardzilla, an all-in-one home security system. I'm Mark Bursteiner with Techno Buffalo. Let's see if the Guardzilla really is the king of the cams. I was really excited to review this thing. As you might have seen in my videos, I have 2 dogs, and we've been looking for a way to watch them when we're not home. They have a tendency to get into some naughty behaviors. So I headed home with the Guardzilla, and I excitedly told my wife all the cool things that it did, and I was really stoked. I plugged it in, opened up the app after downloading it, and I was greeted with this. This is what the Guardzilla app looks like on Android, and it doesn't look all that much better on iOS. So I'm standing there thinking to myself, oh God, this is not looking good already. But I thought to myself, like, okay, gotta give this thing a fair shake. So I set aside how awful it looked. I went ahead with the setup. It was fairly straightforward enough to set up, and once I was able to do it, I was able to see the feed from the camera on my phone while I was on the same network. But as soon as I changed the quality level on the camera from medium to max, it stopped working altogether, and it took completely uninstalling the Guardzilla app in order to get it working again. That was pretty representative of the kind of experience that the Guardzilla offers. The device itself, the hardware, is fine, I guess. It's not terribly unassuming, so it's definitely gonna look a little weird in your living room. It's got this like black sort of weird alien feel. It does have a micro SD card slot on the back for capturing a few days of video at a time, but the video quality is like really bad, terrible security camera footage. When you put that side by side with video from a Dropcam, it's astoundingly bad, like really bad. Here, I'll show you some video from the Guardzilla versus some video from here in the Techno Buffalo office where a handful of our colleagues fell over while playing around, and that was taken on a Dropcam. Everything on this thing, from the app to the hardware, is just well below par, and it's just so disappointing. I genuinely wasn't able to get it working for long enough to be able to test out some of the more robust features of the thing, like motion sensing or pet ignoring motion sensing. It'll pay attention to your pets, and it won't set off the motion sensor if it knows that it's them. It's got an alarm siren, and it's got auto arming, because the thing is intended to be a security device. The thing is, just the app is so poorly designed and developed that the password field, things like this, the password field is revealed by default. The login asks for 4 different fields of information to log you in, and logging in with another phone is an affair that demands that you're on the same Wi-Fi network as the camera itself. So if you're out, or someone who uses multiple phones like I do, and you're not connected to your Wi-Fi network, you can't log in to the Guardzilla service. Seriously. If you guys know me well enough, which I think at this point you should, you'll know that I'm a pretty savvy guy, so it takes something pretty bad for me to not be able to get it working properly. If you're in the market for something in this vein, do yourself a favor, spend the extra $80 and get a Dropcam. Given that it's only $100, I suppose I can't really expect all that much, but I'm certainly not going to be using this thing as a camera in my home, much less as an actual security measure. Bottom line, redesign your app, man. Redesign it from the ground up, then try again. I'm sorry it wasn't a terribly positive review this time around, you guys, but they can't all be winners. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and hit that like button down below. Of course, you can also subscribe if you'd like our intern Niven here to accompany me to your house for a fun choir of singing. Otherwise, again, thank you guys for watching. Be kind to one another, and I'll catch you in the next video.